Hello students, welcome to your next lecture of accounting, that is BRS. I'm Janvi Agarwal, Assistant Professor, School of Management, VBD University. Today's lecture we will be discussing the causes of differences uh, in the cash book and the passbook balances, and also the procedure of preparing a BRS. So in this lecture we will be discussing two things. Firstly, we will be discussing what are the various causes due to which the differences between both the books occurs, and secondly, what is the procedure of preparing the BRS. So, what are the causes of differences in the cash book and the passbook balance? The difference may arise on account of the following reason. While preparing a BRS, there are some differences that occurs while preparing a BRS. So these differences occurs due to the difference between the balances of the cash book and the passbook. So they may arise due to the differences that are caused by the time gap in recording transactions, or differences that are caused by the errors committed in recording the transactions. So firstly, we will be discussing the various differences that are caused by the time gap in recording the transactions. So sometimes the difference between the cash book and the passbook balance is caused by the time gap in recording the transactions. So sometimes there are some differences that occurs due to the difference between the time gap in recording of those transactions. What does time gap means? That difference in timings of recording. So these reasons for time gap are as follows. So there are some reasons due to which time gap occurs. What are those reasons? Firstly, checks issued but not yet presented for payment in the. I will be discussing, or I will be explaining one by one all the differences that are caused due to the time gap. So firstly, there checks issued but not yet presented for the payment in bank. When a check is issued to a creditor by the firm, it is immediately recorded on the credit side of the bank column of a cash. So, what does this mean? That if check is issued by the firm to any of its creditor, but that creditor has not deposited the check into the bank for taking the payment. So what does this mean? That I, being a firm, have issued a check to my creditor, but that creditor, that person, that party has not presented that check to the bank for the payment. But while giving the check, what I'll do? I will decrease my bank balance, or I will decrease that particular amount from my bank column, right? From the cash book. But actually it actually has not been decreased from the passbook because he has not presented the check to the bank. So what there is a difference between both the balances. I have already decreased my bank balance of my cash book, but actually in my passbook there is no record of this check because he has not presented the check to the bank. So bank will not make any entry in the passbook regarding this check. So in this case, there is difference due to time gap. There is a gap of some days between the issue of check and its presentation to the bank. Thus, until the check are presented for the payment, the cash book will not show a reduced balance in comparison to the passbook. So, until this check is presented to the bank for the payment, cash book will show a reduced balance, which is wrong because check is actually not have been present to the bank for payment. So this was first reason due to which there is comes the difference between the cash book and the passbook. Now, second difference uh, is due to checks paid into the bank for collection but not yet credited by the bank. Check is actually presented, paid to the bank for collection, but it is not. So the second difference that is called due to the time gap is the check is paid into the bank for collection but not yet credited by the bank. What does this mean? This means that when a firm receives a check or a draft from any of its customers, then a firm, if I being a firm receive any check or a draft from my customer, what I'll do, I will deposit that check to the bank immediately, and again I will increase my balance of my bank in the cash book. I will record this transaction in my cash book and increase the bank balance by amount of that check I have received and deposited to the bank. But what will bank do? Bank will actually make the entry, or bank will uh, make changes in the passbook, or bank will show this transaction in the passbook only when when the bank will receive the amount from the bank of the customer. So bank will credit the firm's account only when it is actually collected the payment from the customer's bank. Again, there will be a time gap of some days between the depositing of checks into the bank and credit given by the bank. In case of the outstation checks, this gap will be very high. Thus, until the checks are collected and credited by the bank, the cash book will show an increased balance in comparison to the passbook. So, this is very clear that if I uh, receive a check from someone, I will show an increased balance in my cash book. My bank balance will be increased, and actually that amount has not been credited to my bank account until the bank my bank will receive that particular amount from the third party bank. So until they will receive the amount, they will not credit my account. So there will again be a discrepancy between both the books. Why my cash book has increased but my passbook has not been increased. So this is also the reason, due to time gap, the transactions does not matches. Third is checks paid into the bank for collection but dishonored by the bank. So checks are paid into the bank for collection, but they are dishonored by the bank. What does this mean? This mean that when the checks are received from the outside parties are deposited with the bank, these are immediately recorded on the debit side of the bank column of the cash book. But if the checks are dishonored, bank will not make any entry in the credit of the customer's account. So when the checks are received from any of the third parties, if any of the party deposits the check for my name into the bank, then they are immediately recorded in my cash book and they increases my bank balance of my cash book, bank column of my bank column of my cash book. But if the check is dishonored, or if there is no amount in the third party's account, then the check will be dishonored and bank will not make any entry in the credit side of the passbook, or the amount will not be credited to my account. As a result, the cash book will again show an increased amount and the passbook will not be increased. This is also a reason due to which discrepancy may occur. Now, next is interest allowed by the bank. So, if a trader maintains a saving bank account, the bank allows a certain percentage of interest on the minimum balance of each month in such an account. So if a trader maintains a so what does this mean? This means that any person or any person that has a savings account with the bank, that and the bank allows a certain amount of a certain percentage of amount as an interest to that person. So in that case, the amount of such interest is credited by the bank at the end of 6 months. But the customer will only come to know that he has received the amount of that interest when he gets his passbook updated or passbook completed after a time gap. In such an intervening period, the balance of a cash book will be comparatively less than the balance of the passport. So this point is very simple. Why? Because I, being a customer of a bank, if I have a savings account with any bank, then I will receive a certain amount of interest on my savings after some period of time. So till that, till I will not get my passbook updated, I will not come to know that I will not be updated about the interest that I have received. So I will not be able to increase the cash balance of my cash book. In this, but my passbook will be increased. Balance of my passbook will be increased because some amount has been credited from the bank into my account. So there again there is a discrepancy between both the books. Next is interest charged by the bank on overdraft. So what does this mean? This point is related to the previous point. If I, being a customer, I I have been provided with a facility of over withdrawing the withdrawing some excess amount from the bank. This excess withdrawal is known as overdraft. The bank charges interest on this overdraft and debits all the firm's account from such interest from time to time. So what does this bank does? The bank charges the interest for this overdraft and debits the firm's account from such interest from time to time. But the entry for interest will be made in the cash book only when the customer receives some notification for that from the bank or when he receives the passbook completed. Until then, the balances of two books will be different. So, if the bank has charged interest for my overdraft, until I will come to know about this thing, I will not be able to make any changes or I will not be able to show any amount in my cash book. So, due to this, my cash book will be different from that of the passbook because if the bank has charged in amount of interest from my account, then it will be shown in the passbook, but it will not be shown in the cash book. So this is the reason again due to which time transactions that are recorded have time gap. Now next is bank charges and commissions charged by the bank. So this is very easy. If I have some bank charges, I have to pay some bank charges or there is a commission charged by the bank for some services they have been providing to me. So if the bank cuts the amount or bank debits the amount from my account, then it will be shown in the passbook. But I will not be updated about this thing until I receive any kind of notification from the bank or any I have not received my updated passport. So again, I will not be able to show these bank charges or commission charges in my cash book until I receive any notification of debiting from my account. So in this case, again, the bank charges, the cash book will have the different balance and the passbook will have different balance. Why? Because passbook from account it has been deducted, so it will be shown in the passbook. But at the same time, I have no notification about this, so I will not be able to show this in my cash book. So it will not be shown in my cash book. Direct deposit by the customers to the bank. This is very easy. So what does this mean? If I have a deal, I have made a deal or a transaction with any customer, any party, That party, without informing me, goes and deposits the check or a cash into my account directly without intimating it to me. Then in this case, there will be a certain increase in a my passbook or my account without increasing the cash book. So there will no increase in the balance of the cash book, but it the passbook balance of the passbook will increase immediately. So this will again cause a discrepancy between the two books. Now next is interest and dividend collected by the bank. So what does this point mean? So the next point is the interest and dividend collected by the bank. Bank may receive or may collect the interest and the dividends from various investment of the customers directly without uh, a customer may give the standing power or a standing uh, decision to a bank to collect the interest and the dividend directly from the investment company. In this case, the bank will directly credit my account with the interest and the amount dividend received amount of interest and dividend received from the bank from the investment company, but I will not be able to increase my cash book because I do not have any idea about the dividend or the interest that I have received. So my passbook has been increased because bank have already credited this amount to my account, but my cash book is not being increased. So in this case, again there will be discrepancy. Now, lastly, there is a direct payment made by the bank on behalf of customers. Sometimes there are the uh, sometimes what does bank customer does a customer or I being a customer or a firm gives the standing orders to the bank to pay the customer of the firm directly to pay them on behalf of the firm. So what does bank does? Bank actually pays the customer on behalf of the firm directly without any notification to the customer due to the standing orders of the customer. Now, in this case, again, the bank will make the payment and will debit the account of the customer, but the firm will not be able to enter the same into the cash book because there is no intimation received from the bank. In this case, again, there will be a discrepancy in both the. So next is differences that are caused by the errors that are committed in recording the transactions. So what does this means? Sometimes there is a difference between the cash book and the passbook balance may arise due to the errors that are omitted in recording the transactions in cash book or passbook. Hence, such errors may be of two types. So there are basically the two types of errors due to which there are differences between the cash book and the passbook balance. So these errors may be of two types. Firstly, errors committed in recording transactions by the firm, and secondly, errors committed in recording transactions by the bank. Sometimes the firm may commit errors while recording the entries in the cash book. Such errors may be check issued to a creditor but omitted to be recorded in the cash book. What does it mean? Like the errors that have been made due to recording of the transactions by the firm. And these errors may be that of checks that are issued to the creditor but I have forgotten to enter into my cash book, or checks are deposited into bank but they have not been recorded in the cash book, or there may be any kind of error while totaling or balancing the bank column of the cash book. So these were the errors that are committed in recording the transactions by the phone. The second kind of error is errors that is committed in recording the transactions by the bank. Sometimes the bank commits an error and records a wrong entry in the customer's account, which causes a difference between the bank balance and the balance shown by the cash book, and also the balance shown by the passbook. So these were the differences due to which there are these were the differences due to which the passbook and the cash book may differ. Now next is the procedure of preparing a BRS. So a reconciliation statement is prepared when an account holder gets the duly completed passbook from the bank. So this statement is actually prepared when a account holder gets a duly completed passbook from the bank. Immediately on receiving the passbook, he tallies the bank balance shown by the cash book with the balance shown in the passbook. And in case of any difference, items appearing in the passbook are checked and ticked with the items appearing in the cash book. Unticked items in both the books will be the point of difference. So a reconciliation statement is actually prepared as soon as the person or a firm or a company receives the passbook, duly completed passbook from the bank. As soon as he receives the passbook, he tallies his bank balance with that of the balance of the cash book. And in case of any difference, the items that appears in the passbook are checked and ticked while the items appearing in the cash book. The items that are still unticked are actually the points of difference between both the books. These will be noted on the piece of a paper, and then with the help of these causes of difference, a statement of BRS will be prepared. So these differences will be noted in a piece of a paper, and then with the help of these differences, causes of these differences, a statement of reconciliation will be prepared. A BRS can be prepared by taking the balance either as per cash book or as per passbook as a starting point. So BRS can be prepared either by taking starting balance as per cash book or starting balance as per passbook. If the statement is started with the balance as per bank column of the cash book, the answer arrived at the end will be balance as per passbook. So if we are starting the statement with the balance as per bank column of the cash book, then the answer that will be arrived will be balance as per passbook. Alternatively, the statement is started with the balance as per passbook, and the answer arrived at the end will be the balance as per cash book. The balance as per cash book may be either debit or a credit, and similarly balance as per passbook may also be either debit or a credit. So whatever may be the starting, either it will be a cash book or it will be a passbook. So there will be a debit or a credit as per passbook, and there will be a debit and a credit as per cash book. So debit as per cash book indicates that trader had so much balance of deposit at the bank. Credit balance as per cash book indicates that amount which has been withdrawn in excess of deposits. And it is also a situation of overdraft balance as per cash book. Secondly, if there is a credit balance as per passbook, then again it means trader has so much balance of deposit to the bank, and it is again a favorable situation for a person or a company. And debit balance as per passbook indicates the unfavorable situation for the firm. This means the again it is a overdraft as per passbook. There are some important points to be noted that if a cash book is given in the question at a start, cash book balance is given in the question at the start, but it is not clearly stated that this balance is a debit or a credit, then it will be treated as a debit balance. So while doing these questions, we'll have to keep in our mind that if we are starting a question and cash book balance has been given in the starting, but it is not clearly stated that it is a debit or a credit balance, then in that case it will be treated as a debit balance. If passbook balance is given in the question at the start, but it is not clearly stated that it is a debit or a credit balance, then it will be treated as a credit balance. Balance as per ledger book means the balance as per cash book. Balance as per bank book or a balance as per bank statement means balance as per passport. A PRS can be started from any of the balances mentioned there. So a BRS can be started from any of the below mentioned situations. We can start from debit balance as per cash book. We can start from credit balance as per cash book. We can start from debit balance as per passbook, or we can also start from debit balance as per passbook. So this is the format of BRS when we will start debit balance as per cash book. So this is a format you can see. Firstly, bank reconciliation statement as on whatever the date we on which we are preparing the BRS will be written here. So bank reconciliation statement as on the date, particular plus items, the minus items. Debit balance as per cash book. Here in this format, we are starting from debit balance as per cash book. That is the favorable balance. Whatever will be the debit balance, whatever will be the balance will be written here in plus items. Now these are the and items, these are the minus items. So these minus items and these plus items will be written here, minus item will be written here, both of them will be totaled and the difference of them will be written here, which is known as the credit balance as per passbook. Starting from debit balance coming to credit balance, starting from cash book coming to passbook. So what are the various things to be added? Checks issued or drawn but not yet presented for the payment. We have already discussed that check is issued, but the creditor has not presented the check for the payment to the bank. In this case, I have already issued a check and deducted that amount from my bank column of my cash book. So, but it is actually not deducted from my passbook. So what I have to do, I have to make changes in the cash book. So what I will do, I will again add this thing to the cash book. So what I will do, I will add this amount to the cash book. So I have done this here. I have added this check to the cash book. So next is interest that is allowed by the bank but not recorded in the cash book. What does this mean? That the interest is allowed by the bank, but it is not recorded in the cash book. Bank is allowing me some interest. It has credited some amount as an interest to my account. It has been recorded in the passbook, but it has not been recorded, or it is not showing any amount or any increase in my cash book. So what I will do, I will again make some changes in my cash book and I will add this amount of interest to my cash book. So this will be again added to my cash book. Thirdly, amount directly deposited by the customer in our bank account. Some customers who directly pay me or pay on to my bank directly without informing me. In this case, the again my amount, my account will be credited. Bank will credit my account with that amount that has been deposited by the third party to the bank directly, but that party has not informed me that they have deposited that amount of money for me to my bank. In this case, I will again increase my cash book with that particular amount. Why? Because my passbook has already been increased. Now, next is interest and dividends that are collected by the bank on traders' investment. So, I being a firm, if I have received any interest or a dividend, my on behalf of my investment. So what will bank do? Bank will directly credit my account with these interest and dividends that I have received on my investments. But I do not have any information about the receipt of these payments or these amounts. But my passbook has already been increased, but my cash book has not been increased. So in this case, again, we will add this amount back to the cash book. Next is checks is paid into the bank but omitted to be entered in the cash book. Check is paid into the bank. Check is already paid to the bank, but I have forgotten to enter into my cash. So, what does this mean? That I have paid a check for a collection to the bank, but it has not been entered in the cash book. So, I will obviously enter into my cash book and add that amount to my cash book. Any wrong credit given by bank in the passbook. Again, if there is any due to any mistake, bank credits my account, then my passbook again will be increased, so I will have to increase my cash book also. Now what are the less items? Checks paid into the bank for collection but not yet credited by the bank. Check is paid to the bank for collection, but actually it has not been credited by the bank. I have issued a check, I have asked a bank, I have put a check in a bank, but it has not been credited by the bank. What does this mean? This means that I have received a check from a customer. I have uh, already gone to bank and I have put that check in my account, but the bank has not received the amount of that check from the third party's bank. So it will not credit that amount to my account until it receives the amount from that party. So in this case, I have increased my cash book because I was knowing that I will be receiving this amount from the third party. So I have increased my cash book, bank column of my cash book with this particular amount. But actually my passbook has not been increased. So what I will do, I will deduct this from my cash. Check paid into the bank for collection but dishonored by the bank. Now I have received a check from the third party. I have paid into the bank, but due to some reasons or due to low balance of the third party, the check was dishonored. Now in this case, I have already increased my bank column of my cash book. Now I will have to reduce it because the check has been dishonored and there has no entry being made in the passbook. Bank has not paid any entry in the passbook because there was no amount being credited to my account. So I will deduct this amount from the cash book. Direct payment made by the bank according to the standing instructions of the customers. There, due to my standing orders to the bank has made the direct payment to my customers, but there is no notification to me about this thing. So when I will get the notification when my passbook will be updated, what I will do, I will reduce the amount from my cash book. Bank charges and commission charged by bank, whatever may be the charges or a commission or bank charges that bank will deduct from my account will be deducted from my passbook, but when I will get my passbook updated, I will also deduct it from my cash book. Checks issued but omitted to be recorded in the cash book. Checks are issued. I have issued a check, but I have forgotten to write in my cash book. So what I will do, I will now deduct I will reduce my bank balance from this amount that I have issued as a check. Lastly, any wrong debit given by a bank in the passbook. If bank by mistakenly deducts my or reduces my bank balance, then it will be shown in my passbook. What I will do, I will also debit my account from the from that particular amount. And I will now do this, total this, I will total this, and both the totals, the difference of both the totals will be written here, and this will be known as credit balance as per passbook. So this was the format. These are some notes while preparing a BRS. In the above mentioned pro forma, the BRS has been started from the debit balance. Obviously, we know this. And as such, the answer arrived will be credit balance. We have discussed this. If the above statement is started as credit balance, then the starting balance will be written in the minus item. So this is very clear. If this statement is written as credit balance as per cash book, then this amount will be shown here in minus side. All plus item will be same mentioned in the format, and the answer arrived will be debit balance as per passbook. If we start from credit, we will be ending towards debit. If the above statement is started from the debit of the passbook, the starting balance will be written in minus item. So if we are starting as a debit balance as per passbook, then the amount will be shown in minus side. And all the items will be reversed. What we have shown in plus, we will be showing in minus, and what we have shown in minus, we will be showing in plus. And will be ending as and we and we will be ending as credit balance as per cash flow. Lastly, if the above statement is started from the credit balance of passbook, the starting balance will be written in plus items. So this is very clear, and when we will be doing the numericals, we will be discussing. Thank you. For this was also this this was only scheduled for today's lecture. We will be discussing the numericals in our next lecture. Till then, take care.